What them haters talking about?
What's up, family? Attica prison guard Gregory C. Foster has been suspended without pay, pending termination for mocking Tops Friendly Supermarket Black massacre victims by white inferiorist Peyton Gendron. Now investigate that uncivilized mutt and lock him up, because I can guarantee you that he has had many grievances filed against him throughout the years. This uncivilized mutt posted a meme of the supermarket above the words, "Clean up on aisle 3, no wait 4. Also 7, 9, 12, and 13. Then he took it a step further. He punctuated the meme with the comment, "Too soon?" This should weed out some Facebook friends, followed by a laughing emoji. These are the type of people, fam, who are working in law enforcement capacities all over America. They're everywhere. This is why it's so difficult to get rid of them. They're everywhere. They're in the police departments. They're CEOs at the prisons. They're correctional officers. They're wardens. They're on the parole board. They're judges. They're prosecutors. They're politicians. They're members of the clergy. They work in education. They're in the medical field. They're in the transportation industry. They're even in landscaping and the concrete industry, construction. They're everywhere. How else do you explain it being so pervasive? What I don't like about it in particular is the denial, or perhaps not even the denial, just the idea that they think we're so damn stupid that we could see racism for what it is, but they'll call it racially motivated. That's what they did with the shooter. Everywhere you look, racially motivated. Racially motivated my ass. It's racism, straight up. That's what it is, racism. Got the nerve, the parents got the nerve to say this sucker was feeling, what did they say? He was feeling lonely, and you know, the COVID thing had him held back and it had him depressed. So a whole lot of people joined the crowd, punk. Everybody was depressed during COVID. You didn't see people going out committing mass murders, just killing folks because they was dealing with COVID or the lockdown. They was lonely. Get your soft ass up out of here. I told y'all, fam. I did not tell y'all. I told y'all that this sucker did that killing because he gave up on life. He threw away his life. He threw away his freedom because he had given up on life. He felt like a low life, the low life that he is. That's why he did it. That's the only reason why they do it. People who feel that they're supreme over someone else is not going to throw their life a way over that person. This is why dudes be killing women when the women break up with them. They don't feel supreme. They feel that they don't have any control. So all they know is what they grew up with. When you're angry and you can't control the situation, you try to beat the person who you can't control. You try to beat them, you try to kill them, you try to hurt them because you can't control it. You ain't got the mental capacity to act like a civilized human being and work your way through your problems, you see. That's what the majority of the world does. And we all go through rough patches. We all have those times where things just don't go right. We all have had those times where we've haven't been our best and we haven't felt our best and we felt like we wanted to give up. We've all been there. We've all have had those moments where we doubted ourselves. We doubted our talents. We doubted if we could make it through or not. But even little old ladies figure out a way to muster up the courage to do it. Little bitty kids figure out a way to get up and just keep trying anyway. But Peyton ragged ass couldn't do it because he was too damn soft. He didn't have a heart. He didn't have a heart to carry on. That's why he threw his life away. Ain't nothing about him real. Hey, man, getting a gun, just shooting people for no reason, no cause. Hey, man, ain't nothing real about that. Anybody can do that. Anybody can just take a gun and just start shooting people. That ain't nothing. You ain't got to be hard. You know how many soft people kill people? Babies, little kids have killed people. 5-year-olds, 8-year-olds, 9-year-olds, 10-year-olds have taken guns and shot people. That don't make you real. It made him a damn fool. He killed those people because his raggedy ass couldn't hack it. He couldn't hack life. He couldn't quite get right. Couldn't get right with the women. Struggled. Socially awkward. They all fit the same profile. And when they give up, they just say, well, I'm going to take some people with me. I'm going to take as many as I can with me, the people that I don't like, I'm just going to take it. Now, instead of them taking the people who actually made them the monsters that they are, instead of them taking them, they say, well, that's too much like right. Because it's really the people who raised us, the people who we grew up around. Those are the people who are responsible for our strongest convictions. So if you have been abused, it was likely somebody who looked like you. If you were neglected, it was probably somebody who looked like you. If you loaned somebody some money, they didn't pay you back, it was probably somebody who looked like you. If you got fired from the job, you're probably somebody that looked like you. Since you're racist, right? You ain't gonna work for somebody that you don't like, racist, you don't like people, right? You don't racist people you don't like, you ain't gonna do that, right? So it's probably somebody, if you got bullied, ran home from school, beat up or whatever, you probably got beat up and chased home by somebody that looks like you. If you got your heart broken, it was probably somebody that looks like you. All of these things are what really make us who we are. Not some internal group of people, external group of people that we don't even know, we don't even be around. We just say we don't like them. They ain't never really touched us or did anything to us personally. That ain't what create this anger in us, this sense of loneliness in us. That ain't what created it. It's the people around us. It's the people that we be around, you see? So this is why the shit don't make sense when they start taking them guns and just start killing people that don't look like them. That ain't why they do it. They do it because they can't cut it, fam. They can't cut it. That's why they do it. They can't cut it. They lose it. So they figure, well, you know what? And they always got to find something. When they hate themselves, they always got to find somebody to blame it. You got to find somebody to blame. And for white folks, particularly racist white folks, their hatred, the center of their hatred has always been black people. It's funny because it seemed like they should just love our dirty draws since we made them so rich, right? Since we made their lives so easy. It seemed like they should just love us, just be kissing our dirty draws all day long, just washing our dirty draws and sniffing them, just, black draws, black draws, black draws, all day long, just sniffing black draws. For what we've done for them, it seemed like if there's anybody gonna be doing all of this popping and all this stuff, it should be us going off, right? We the ones been kidnapped, raped, subjugated, lynched, stolen from. Man, you can go on and on and on and on and on. Anyway, fam, this dude, Greg, he was making, they say, he made over $85,000 in 2020. 185 for a damn prison guard? He must got a special position. Or he knows somebody, because I know being a prison guard don't bring in that kind of goddamn money. He got to be doing something. He must be a special level prison guard or something. You know, got a little something going on with the warden or something. He's got something, he knows something. He got something on somebody to be making that kind of money. But I bet you $1 to a donut is some nepotism in there somewhere, because he was way too bold to put something like that on Facebook. He was way too comfortable. And he said that should clear out some of the Facebook friends. That meant, he said some, not all. He didn't say many. He said some, which means that a lot of people who follow him knows exactly who he is and they think like him. Go through his Facebook. You'll see him. Yeah, you'll see him. Just because they don't post a meme. Remember, before then, he didn't post a meme. Well, he probably posted something. He had to post something. He got to have some kind of history of it. They don't just come out of nowhere. You know, if you follow the trail, you always see something. That's always signs. Always. So I'm sure if they continue to dig, they'll find some more stuff on him. But he did what he did, and because he was comfortable. And he was comfortable because his superiors, more than likely, allowed him to get away with it. I'm sure they knew exactly. The people who cut his check, the people who he worked with, I'm sure they knew exactly who he is. They know exactly who he is. They probably knew exactly who he was when they hired him. That's why they hired him. So now this dummy, this super dummy, got to try to figure out how he gonna make $180-some thousand, a year doing something else, because he ain't that smart. Common sense should tell you. You look at what he did to himself, lets you know he ain't smart. So how else does a self-entitled white inferiorist make that kind of money? He gonna have to either rob somebody or sell some ass. No more talk.
What the haters talking about?
Damn.